If you've lost someone that you love very much, a choice has been made. And I really feel, Sagittarius, that you need to choose you. Hey there, Sagittarius. How are you? It's your Force Fairy here. Nice to see you again. Well, it's time for your monthly read. And I've got these love messages. We're going to start off with an oracle card. And this is for all Sagittarius placements. Sun and rising, or Venus. Oh, there's two. Friendliness. Well, that's Sagittarius in a nutshell, isn't it? You were able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based relationships and vision. No matter what you see, the bigger picture of a loving, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. Well, those are two Sagittarius traits, I dare say. We're going to shuffle them back into the deck and see if they come out. All right. Sagittarius, give me one card to start this read off for the sign of Sagittarius. And just remember, these are general reads, so take it resonates and leave the rest. It's for someone else. All right. Sagittarius, right there. Self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. That's truth right there at the bottom of the deck. Tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. This is such a beautiful and truth. I'm feeling such a sense of truth. The powers that be don't want you to love yourself. They want you to hate yourself. And again, it's because it keeps everyone in this fearful, depressed, anxious, anxiety sort of energy, low frequency energy, so that they can control. Sagittarius, you guys are so fun and loving and kind and playful. I find Sagittarius to be very playful. But at the same time, when a Sagittarius is in shadow, just the opposite can be said. I don't even want to put it out there. Because enough people, creators, are talking negatively. And in this channel, it's always positivity because I want to change and contribute, almost balancing out the negative that's out there on the internet. It's why I stayed off the internet. I felt those negative energies very early on, mid-90s, and I disappeared. I didn't want to have anything to do with the internet. These are facts. And so with now, yes, I'm a Capricorn sun, but I'm a progressed Aquarian. And with that energy that I'm holding, living in now, I can see how influential the internet is. And with that, I want to contribute positivity to balance out the excessive negativity that's out there. So, I'm calling upon you, Sagittarius, all you Sagittarius, Sag rising. I live with 3 Sag rising, so I know this energy. Sag moons. They're the sweetest people, the Sag moons. I want you guys to contribute to really pump into, like they have been pumping in this negativity into the internet. I want to pump in so much positivity it can't even. It'll sicken the dark energies. It'll just sicken them, right? So be aware, when you pump in the positivity, you'll either get ignored or you will get attacked. So, and a little bit of both. First card, I'm holding it. First card out for Sagittarius, Knight of Swords. The messenger of truth and integrity. What crosses this is grief and sorrow away. A broken heart, 3 of Swords. This is what helps or hinders you. And as I just said, Sagittarius, if you are working on a broken heart, if you are healing yourself, it has to do with self-love. Love yourself first. And this is what's crossing your messages for all you creators out there, for all you podcasters out there, for all you, and again, it's about creation. What are you creating? It doesn't matter in what field. What is it that you're creating? If you have a broken heart, that's what's going to be created, is more broken hearts. I hear it. Higher self, ooh, transformation. The ending of old, the shedding of that old belief system, the shedding of that old way, shedding of family, shedding of friends, shedding of a job that didn't serve you. You served them, but it didn't serve you. Focus and foundation. 5 of Cups. This is, the 5 of Cups is, I don't want to dismiss, especially if you're going through a broken heart, especially if you're going through grief and sorrow. Maybe you've lost someone with the death card right there, a family member, a friend. This, I don't want to diminish it into something that's like crying over spilt milk, is what the card is known in the tarot world as. But in this deck, it's damn, that sucks. That does. But the more thought you put into how much you're hurt, how much grief, take your time, self-love, heal yourself from the inside out, and you will start seeing, Sagittarius, that what you think about, what you bring, what you feel, and these are feelings with, these are thoughts with the 3 of Swords, and these are feelings with the 5 of Cups. That with this death card is your higher self is really telling you to transmute the negative into positive. And if anyone can do it, it's you, Sagittarius. In the past, clarity way. I love to see that. Ace of Swords. This is the sword of truth and clarity that the Knight yields. Wields. My apologies. 8 of Wands. I really, as I said, the messenger of the Knight of Swords. You could be in communication. And for you guys, you Sagittarians that are in the communication field, you can see the negativity that is being pumped into the collective. Are you going to be the one to change that? Let's find out. How do you see yourself? 4 of Pentacles. What are you holding on to? An old way of being? Are you holding on to something that you've outgrown with the Death card? How other people see you? The Knight of Cups. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is positive, loving, creative messenger. If this is the messenger of impulse and opportunity, this is the messenger of romance and invitations. I want you, Sagittarius, to invite those that let's say your followers, your subscribers, to really see the love in themselves first. These are lessons that if you're able to influence with positivity, by all means, I really encourage you to do so. And the hope and or fear is the 5 of Pentacles. And you could be saying, Force Fairy, if I do that, I'm going to lose my subs. I'm going to lose my views. I'm going to lose my money. Because my money's tied into what it is that I'm communicating for some of you. Look at that. Last card out. And the potential outcome. The Empress. This is the divine feminine, the creator. So my question is, what are you creating, Sagittarius? You're creating, as it looks like from the bottom of the deck here, that which you might not see. The 6 of Swords, better things ahead. There are better things ahead. Let's clarify. We'll get 3 shuffles, get more information on this spread. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Oh. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Look at that. The Star. I'm going to put this right here. The Star is healing. And what you're healing is this Three of Swords. The Star is Aquarius energy. And you might be seeing and knowing what it is that you are to do. And the Knight of Swords, absolutely. Okay, so when I have a clarifier that is the same as the main deck card, it tells me as a reader exactly what you said about the Star is exactly what the message is. And that is how you heal a broken heart, how you heal the thoughts that, again, being aware of how you're influenced, not just by what you watch. What are you consuming? Is I'm asking. Are you consuming negativity? Are you consuming fear? Are you consuming food that is not good for you? So what are you fueling your body with? What are you fueling your mind with? What are you fueling your heart with? And the Star is asking you to fuel it with hope, to fuel it with love. And again, we go back to that first card, self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. To love another. And then the tolerance. I think along with our empathy, Sagittarius, our tolerance has been tested. Our tolerance has also been weaponized against us. You are to tolerate absolute absurdity. Like a man can be a woman, or a woman can be a man. That's absurdity. You can pretend, by all means. Pretend. There's lots of pretending. But to teach the next generation that an XX or an XY can be anything but an XX and an XY is absurd. And our tolerance has been tested. It is being tested. So this Star card tells me that with the Knight of Swords, what it is that you are communicating. What are you the message of? Are you the message of hope? I dare say yes. The Death card. The Death card is clarified by the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands in this deck does not have a person who's waiting for those ships to come in. I see nothing but light. I see the sun. I see two wands of the past and one wand that has been chosen. So for some of you, you might be grieving a relationship that didn't work out. And maybe you've lost them. And if so, my condolences. Like really, they're gone. But are they? They could be a part of your spirit team now. A guide. For some of you. And this single one that's all by itself is your self-love. The Death card also represents transformation. Yes. With the Four of Cups, this really speaks to me in this deck of you holding on, Sagittarius. You could be holding on to things that did not work out, holding on to empty cups. And yet, your higher self in that position right there is a full cup of light that we see in the Three of Wands, that happiness, that joy. Have you lost your sense of joy, Sagittarius? For some of you, yes. And others of you, you're like, no, I'm moving on. I'm good. Good. Five of Cups. The Lovers. We've got two Knight of Swords. And of course, the Knights are my mutable signs. This is Gemini. So, I'm going to put this here. And yeah, if you've lost a lover, for some of you it is a Gemini. If you've lost someone that you love very much, a choice has been made. And I really feel, Sagittarius, that you need to choose you. Yeah, you're in your head. Look at that. Do you see how the sun is in behind this image? in behind Sagittarius. And with the moon right here, your negative thinking over and over and over and over and over again. What woulda, coulda, shouldas regarding, for some of you, this relationship, regarding the choices that have been made. I want you to sort of take a step back and ask yourself, what have I learned from this relationship? What can I take moving forward? What can I communicate? What is it that I am to speak? If you are a content creator, if you are a podcaster, if you are an influencer, what is it that through my lessons that I can help others get through that darkness and see that the light is always there? You just have to look for it. It's kind of like a silver lining. A silver lining is always there. You just have to see it. Because in behind that dark cloud is the sun. Ace of Swords. In the recent past, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is forgiveness. And the Ace of Swords. Look at that. Absolutely. You're clearly seeing that forgiveness is part of the healing process. And you've discovered, you can clearly see this with the Ace of Swords coming up twice. This is truth, Sagittarius, that forgiveness and forgiving yourself first for making these choices, for maybe not seeing your worth, is key to healing with the Star card and hope for the future. Now, communication. The Eight of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Cups. Emotionally detaching and walking away from these empty cups that your higher self is saying, Sagittarius, you're holding on to. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I'm going to switch these because this Knight of Swords is looking right at that heartache, which is the crossing energy, and saying and communicating. This could be talking to trusted friends, family members, a professional for some of you, about how do I detach from this negative narrative, these negative thoughts? How do I communicate in a loving way? How do I communicate to myself in a loving way? Ooh. Yeah. How you see yourself, Sagittarius. With the Four of Pentacles, strength. The Strength card. The strength and bravery to let go of what you've been holding on to. And the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is, for me, it's a curious energy. Curious about information, curious about facts. And we have two Ace of Swords in the recent past. And this Page of Swords is looking at what you're holding on to and asking why. Why are you holding on to that, Sagittarius? Why are you holding on to something that no longer serves you? Emotionally, maybe even financially. Doesn't hold, but I also see the Fours as stability. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's like a three-legged table versus a four-legged table. A four-legged table is stable, whereas a three-legged one, it can be a little unstable. Just saying. So you're stabilizing your emotions as your higher self is saying, look into the future. Transmute negativity into positivity and really ground with the Four of Pentacles, that's stabilizing, ground your emotions. Okay. Now with this fiery and fixed Leo energy of strength, your fire's fixed and that's how you see yourself. So having this strength to maybe speak and communicate online, because this little Page of Swords is also my online card. So what are you communicating online? Is it that of transmutation, of how to move through grief and sorrow with clarity? How other people see you is very creative with this Knight of Cups. Oh, and the Wheel. The Wheel is turning. And the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a beautiful friendship card. And as I said, with communicating with trusted friends that will remind you of your creativity, remind you of your love. They see your love. Do you, Sagittarius? And when you do, And you're working on it. I feel like you're working on it. When you do, the wheel, which is always turning, you'll start seeing it in a different light. Hope and her fear is a 5 of Pentacles struggle. Look at that. Into the 6, clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. This is equal give and take. And the King of Wands. Look at that. That's you, isn't it? Leo, because the kings are fixed for me as a reader. But this is fire. This is the King of Fire. Aries, Leo, and of course, Sagittarius. So, when you balance out, when you find balance within, this is when, I'm going to switch these, because I think when you find balance within a friend group, within a family dynamic or a friend dynamic or even a work dynamic, this is when you really see and balance out head and heart, balance out masculine and feminine, balance out ego, which we have here with the Leo energy, and intuition. This is when the Empress, right there, and final card out, this is when you step into that Empress energy of creation. And it's clarified by the Tower. It's going to hit you like a ton of bricks, Sagittarius. And the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is when you realize who you truly are. The 7 of Cups, clarifying the Empress, the 7 of Cups and the Tower is really seeing. I've been fooling myself this whole time. Fooling myself into thinking that I'm not. Whatever that means to you. And this Empress speaks to me about really seeing your worth. And I'm hearing the shine bright like a diamond. It's right there. It's the diamond. That's you, Sagittarius. It's right there with the Star card. And you're really seeing, having an epiphany with this Tower, that all of these emotions have been blinding you or sort of fogging up. It's a foggy sort of energy of who you truly are. Do you see that these are empty cups and these are just filled with maybes? So what are you communicating to yourself, Sagittarius? Maybe that there's better things ahead. 6 of Swords is clarified by the 6 of Cups. Again, Scorpio energy with the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a loving soulmate, someone that you recognize, someone that you say, hey there, how are you? Nice to see you again. I haven't seen you in a couple lifetimes, right? Someone that just feels like home. And maybe when you heal with the Star card and look into the future and see that Empress, for some of you it is an Empress, and you're now with the Strength card and the King of Wands getting into that Emperor mode, getting ready with self-love to really see the soulmates that you're attracting. Beautiful. Let's get some angel numbers on this, Sagittarius. I see 613. 613. Honesty with yourself, Ace of Swords twice, is necessary for your expansion. It's important to check in with yourself and stop avoiding anything that you've been putting off with regard to your wellness and self-care. That is exactly what the first card out speaks of, Sagittarius. Beautiful. I see 313. Let's do that one. 313. Emerge from the cave. Let your light be seen. You are here to learn and to teach. And I felt that right from the very beginning. The messenger, the Knight of Swords. What are you speaking? What are you speaking out into existence? Let your light be seen, Sagittarius. You are here to not only learn, but then to teach what it is that you've learned. I see 583. 583 for the sheath of Sagittarians. Your angels are encouraging you to recognize the efforts that you are making, approve of yourself and what you are doing, especially if you feel undervalued by others, which is that Three of Swords that we have twice on the table. And to be clear with yourself, with the Ace of Swords twice, that forgiveness is the first step. I guess it's the final step. First and final. To hope and healing of the Star card. Beautiful. And one more, Sagittarius, and we'll wrap this up. I see 835. Let's do 835. Embrace change and know that all that is occurring is in alignment with divine law. And that's what I see for you, Sagittarius. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.